Oh hey, Cooking 15 here. I'm here with my little brother, and today we're talking about cast iron. I happened upon a bunch of cast iron pots on a yard sale. I got them real cheap, and well, they pretty ugly. I don't know if you can see that there. They all rusted up. They ain't in bad shape. And so I'm gonna tell you how you can take a pan that looks like that, make it into something nice and shiny and usable, like this right here. So when I was out at a yard sale, I happened to drive by, and I grabbed me a stack of these skillets. And you know, some is cast iron, some is cast aluminum. Now there's a difference. You know, the aluminum, it's going to be a little lighter. Aluminum's a better conductor of heat, so they don't stay hot as long. It releases the heat. You know, depending on what you're doing, you know, cast iron might be better, aluminum might be better. But aluminum one's pretty basic. You know, you're just gonna clean them up. You know, get you a pad, scrub them up real good. You just, you know, cleaning down to the surface until it gets all nice and shiny again. Cast iron, that's tricky. Look at this mess. You know, you want it to look black like this, and a lot of people, what is that? Well, that's the seasoning. You know, that's the seasoning on there that it's going to keep your food from sticking. That's very important. So we're going to talk about, you know, how to take care of your pans and stuff. And let me give you a little spoiler here and show you what you can do with my help. This is one of mine right here. I use this all the time. I cook chicken on it. I cook fish. I cook different things. I don't know if the camera will pick this up or not, but if you read that handle right there, what's that say? Huh? What's that say right there? I'll tell you what it says. 1896. Sucker's old. That's old right there, 1896. But it looks brand new. It looks brand new. Because I've been taking care of it. And I'm going to show you how you can take care of it. So what you want to do, you know, we're going to start with this ugly one here. First thing I'm going to notice on the bottom of this, and this is part of the reason it was cheap. Made in Taiwan. Now, let me tell you something. You really want to get, I got a couple good ones in here. I don't know if it was this one. I think this is a real one right here. Made in the USA. That's Wagner ware right there. This is made in the USA. 10.5 inch chicken fryer. Got a good deal on that. So the stuff that's made in the USA, well, you know, it's better, obviously. Here, somebody didn't know what they was doing. This one here, you can see it. It's still dirty. You know, that somebody tried to season it, and man, it's really ugly. I mean, it looked like they were using, motor oil, used motor oil, and that's wrong. You don't want to use motor oil. It's a bad idea. I mean, I guess you could. You know, oil's oil. But you ain't gonna get the flavor you're looking for. I'll tell you that right now, using motor oil. So what you want to do here is there's a couple ways to do this. You gotta burn all this old stuff. You get one of these that's got the black and the motor oil. Just burn it all off. You know, you want to throw it in the oven at 550. Throw it in a campfire. You know, get it good and hot. Let all that burn off of there. So you get to something here that you know, this is rusty, but there's not a lot of black flakes on it, you know. You got a couple of things you can do. Now you can take a metal scratch pad. I don't recommend it. I think you can really damage your pan doing that if you're not careful. So you can get a brush like this. They sell these brushes. You know, scrub it up like that. And that's one idea. I'll tell you what, we ain't there yet. What we're gonna need to do, we're gonna take some oil. Take some olive oil, take some grapeseed oil, you know, maybe some vegetable oil, you know, whatever. And we're gonna put this oil in the pan. I'll start out with this one here. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some kosher salt. You know, it ain't just for cooking, I'll tell you. So, you know, we're gonna take some kosher salt, spread that around in there. Now I'm using kosher salt because it's got big chunks. You know, you use sea salt, you know, you use whatever. Point is, it's very coarse. I'm gonna take me a paper towel here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna scrub. I'm gonna scrub that in there. I'm gonna take the oil and the kosher salt, rub it up real good, and you see it's coming off. Let's see here. I'll tell you, this is the way to do it. Kosher salt, oil. Now, you can already see here, it's looking better. It's looking a lot better. The rust is coming off. You're just going to keep doing this, repeating the process till you get all the rust off. Now, this is surface rust. Now, if your pan is really rusted, it's you know, it's got some texture to it. It's bubbling. You have to get more aggressive. I mean, I've actually had to sandblast. I've had to, you know, get the grinder out. You know, whatever you need to do. But usually they just got surface rust. You know, get that off of there. It's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna take this off and throw that away. And I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna keep doing it. This time I'll use a little rag just to show you can do that too. Get that moving around here. Get some kosher salt. And all right. Oh yeah, it's getting good there. You just keep repeating the process. See, it's a little cleaner there. You see more rust coming off. But you know, you see it's getting there. You got a little more work to do. Now I'm seeing a little bit of area that's bubbly. I'm gonna have to really get aggressive with that. I'm gonna probably have to take a metal scrub brush there, a metal scrubby to it. I don't like to do that, but sometimes you gotta. You ain't got no choice. But once you feel like you got all the rust out and you're ready to season, it's real simple right here. What you're gonna do, you're gonna get your pan good and hot. I recommend, because we wanna make sure it's clean and sanitary. You're gonna put that in the oven, put it on broil, put it on the hottest setting you got, you know, 550, whatever. You got one of them big crazy oven, you know, I know a guy got an oven, I think it goes up to 1800 or something. I mean, it's hot. You know, just put it in there, get it real good and hot, put the oil in there. Here we got, this is one of my good pans right here. It's a good one right here. I cook in this all the time. I cook pancakes and things like that. You know, this is a good pan. It's in good shape. You know, that's how they should look. I'm gonna show you how to season it. What you do, you get that on the fire there. You know, you get that on the burner, put it in the oven, whatever. Get it real hot. And then you want to pour a little of your oil in there. And I recommend grapeseed oil. You know, because it don't burn as easy. And what you're gonna do, get that oil in there, and you get that. A lot of pans hot. You know, don't do it when the pan's cool. You know, don't let it cool down. Do it when it's hot. Every time you cook, you take the brush, you get in there, you scrub around. You know, you scrub around, get your stuff out, put a little oil in there while it's hot, and you like that. It probably sound like that too. And, you know. And what's happened, that black, you're actually building up a layer of basically burnt oil, right? And that's the seasoning. And that's what's gonna make it so it don't stick, you know. But you know, that's the greatest thing. What's funny, cast iron wasn't invented for skillets. Do you know that?
No.
No, it's like the Chinese that invented the cast iron process. What was that, like the 5th or 6th century? But they didn't really know what to do with it, you know. So they was, you know, they was experimenting, you know, doing different things, and you know, they got to making weapons out of it, and bowls, and you know, different things like that, and hats, and you know, some of it didn't really make any sense, you know. But hey, you know, they invented something, they didn't know what to do with it, you know. Some people's good at inventing stuff, but they don't really know what they invented, and that, you know, that's what happened. You know, but then United States come along a few years later, and we perfected the process, and we said, hey, this is for cooking right here. This is a way to do it, and spread around the world, and like I said, it's so good. You got these pans from the 1896s, 9681. No, yeah, I was gonna say I had that right. 9681 ain't happened yet, so that's 1896. I had it a while, but they last forever. I mean, you cook with these things for quite a while. Cast iron, I'm gonna tell you, cast iron's the way to go. I tell you, you get your iron, your blood is made out of iron. That's why it's red, because it's rusting. And this cast iron, you cook with cast iron, you're getting blood in your food. Not blood, but iron, you know what I mean, which gets used for your blood. So it's kind of like eating blood. That's why meat's so healthy. Red meat's so healthy, because you replenishing your blood, when you lose it. But cast iron's the way to go. You can't get that with a non-stick pan. I'm pretty sure them flakes and them non-stick come off there. They're probably causing cancer. They ain't helping your blood. I use some non-stick too. I don't want to sound like no hypocrite or something. But cast iron's the way to go. Okay. So like I said, sometimes you're gonna have, some real flaky stuff where it's, the rust is kind of bubbling. It's in bad shape. And I got some of that on the outside of this pan, and so you're gonna have to get a metal scrub brush. You're gonna have to get a metal scrubby thing. Something, maybe a file. You have to get that down. You gotta get that rust off, because eventually it's just gonna flake off in your food, and you don't want that. So you take a tool like this. Sometimes you know what I'm saying? Just an example, kind of show you. Use what you want. So I hope this has been informative for you. I hope you learned something about cast iron, and how to take care of it, how to clean it up. Maybe restore that old. What are you yawning for? It's the middle of the day. You tired already? You can get up till 10:30, I think. Yeah, 10:30. You already, what is it, 2 o'clock, and you're already tired. Some people's lazy. But anyway, I hope you learned something. Cast iron, I mean, some people give a fuss with it. It gets rusted. You can't clean it in the sink. You can't use water. You just kind of brush it out. Like I said, get you one of these brushes every time you cook. Brush it out of there. Get a little pan, get a little kosher salt and some oil. Clean it out, and you want to season it while it's hot. You get that oil around there, and don't be afraid to use grapeseed oil. I know it's a little more expensive, but let me tell you something about that grapeseed oil. Is that it's for high heat cooking, so you get that pan real hot, and it ain't gonna burn on you. It's gonna work real good, I think. But there you have it. I mean, cast iron, it's the way to go. But if you got any questions, ask away in the comments. I'll set you straight. We'll get you a little learning here. You got anything to say over there? You're awful quiet. Okay, well, there you have it, folks. We're out of here.
GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. You listen to me at all? GoPro, stop recording.